video in the fundamentals of mathematics. Here we are still in the chapter or part of ratio and proportion. And in this video, actually, is an exercise video for you to answer and solve. So I will be showing 4 items here right now, and you will be answering, and this is the direction rather. Find the value of x in each of the following proportions. So you're shown here 4 items, so you can please pause the video and try to answer it for yourself first. Okay, and I think you have the answers already, so this is the solution already for the numbers. Let's start with numbers 1 and 2 first. So for numbers 1, we're going to make use of the law of proportion, which tells us that the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. So that is, this one is equal to this one. So what we have is 21 times x is going to give us 21x, and on the right hand side, the means 7 times 6 times 6. Okay, so let's operate 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is equal to 42. Okay, since 7 times 5 is 35, add another 7 to that, that's 42. And then we're going to isolate the x so that to get its value, since we're asked to find the value of x. So we need to divide the whole equation by 21, since 21 is the coefficient of x. So we need to divide 21 here, 21 over here, and also 21 here. And just a moment. It's a 21 over here also. So this is 21. It's also 21. Okay, 21. Okay, so if that cancels up, what we'll have is 21 divided by 21 is 1. 42 divided by 21 is going to give us, let me put it here, 21 divided by 42 divided by 21 is going to give us 2. Okay, so since 42 divided by 21 is 2, you can verify that by doing the by doing the operation 21 times 2. So try to double 21, it's going to give us 42. Now we can verify this time that that this proportion is true. So the proportion done or rated is 2 is to 7 is equal to 6 is to 21. Okay, so you divide this part by 3, it will give us 2. 2 is to 7. So that's correct. For number 2, let's get the value of x. So the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. So let's have 5 times 40 first. So 5 times 40. 5 times 40 is equal to 8 times x, or let's just write it as 8x. 5 times 40 is 5 times 4 is 20. Add another 0 for that. Equals 8x. So to get the value of x, we need to isolate the right hand side, this x here, in order to get its value. So therefore, we need to divide the whole equation by 8. Doing this in a single color because it lags if it is double color. So we have it here. 200 divided by 8 is what? 200 divided by 8. So if you want, we may use the operation 200 divided by 8. How many 8s are there in 20? So there's only 2. We have 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. Bring down 0. 40 divided by the 8 is 5. So 5 times 8 is going to give us 40. That's going to be 0. So meaning 25 times 8 is going to give us 200. So therefore, our x is equal to 25. Okay, so I forgot to box this. Let's box this also. So therefore, we have this proportion that is 5 is to 8 is equal to 25 is to 40. How is this true? Try to divide the right hand side, this one by 5. You will get 5 here. Divide 40 by 5, that we will get 8 here. So that's equal. That's a proportion rather. Now for number 3 and 4, let's try to answer this. For numbers 3 and 4, we have 1/3 is to 9 is equal to x is to 27. So let's make use of the product of the means equals the product of the extremes. Let's make use of the extremes first. So we have 1/3 times 27 is equal to 9 times x, so that's 9x. Let's do the arithmetic in the left-hand side. So we have 27, 1/3 times 27. This can be written as a 27 over 3, right? So imagine 27 as with the denominator of 1. So we apply the rule in multiplying fractions. So numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So 27 times 1 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3. So we have 27 over 3 equals 9x. So 27 over 3 is what? What is 27 over 3? So 27 over 3 is going to give us 9 equals 9x. So divide 9 to both sides of the equation. By dividing this by 9, what we'll have, obviously, is going to be x equals 1. X equals 1. So therefore, this is the value of our x here. So that is the proportion with our number 3 is going to be 1/3. 1/3 is to 9. 1/3 is to 9 equals 1 is to 27. Okay? So 1/3 into 9 is to 1 is to 27. Okay, moving on with number 4. What we have here is 0.25 is to 2 equals x is 10. So the product of the means times the product of the extremes. They're equal. So let's do with the extremes first. 0.25 times 10 equals 2 times x. That's going to give us 2x. So 0.25 times 10, you just need to view my video about multiplying by multiples of 10. So we will be moving the decimal point, going to the left once. That's going to give us 2.5 equals to x. And then we need to simplify or isolate this equation. I mean isolate the value, isolate x rather. So we need to isolate x. So we isolate x by dividing 2 to both sides of this equation to make this 1 here. And when we divide 2.5 divided by 2, okay, what do we have? 2.5 divided by 2. So if you want, let's do the division here by 2. So we have 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So we have 0. Bring down the 5. We need to put the decimal point here. So 5 divided by 2 is going to give us 2. 2 times 2 is going to give us 4. 1, bring down another 0. That's just okay. 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then we have 5 times 2 is 10. That's going to be the end of it. So therefore, 2.5 divided by 2 is going to give us 1.25. Therefore, that's the value of our x. Hence, what proportion will come out? It's going to be, to supply the value of x here, 0.25 is to 2 equals 1.25 is to 10. Okay, so that's for numbers 3 and 4 this time, everyone. Now we have one more number, which is number 5. You may pause the video to answer this number 5. Oh, sorry. Okay, you may pause the video right now and try to answer it before we'll show the solution to you guys. Okay, so let's try to answer right now. Again, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. So what we have here, let's do with the extremes first. So we have 5.2 times 27 equals 15.6 times x. So we just need to write that as 15.6x. So we need to multiply first 5.2 times 27. Let's do this here. Let's write here 5.2 times 27. So let's have it as 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 7 is 35 plus 4. 35 plus 4 is 39. This is making use of Vedic mathematics. So if you want to learn more about Vedic mathematics, kindly see my playlist on Vedic mathematics about that. And 7 times 2 is 40. So add them up. What we have is, 13,000, no, 14,004. 14,004, and then put a decimal point since we have one place for the decimal point on the one of the factors. So we install a decimal point also in our product. So what we have is 5.2 times 27 is going to give us 140.4. And this will be our left-hand side of the equation. 140.4 equals 15.6x. Next, what we need to do is to isolate the whole equation by 6. I think you know the result already by reaching this example. So 15.6, canceling this up. So we have now this number, 1,400, 140.4. I don't know where I can fit this. Maybe here, 100, or let's move a little bit over here. It will not fit. So we have here 140. Let's just put it here, okay? 140.4 divided by 15.6. Now, by the rules of dividing decimals, we need to, this is a point, sorry. We need to move the decimal point of the divisor to the rightest part of the number. So it should be that our divisor shouldn't have any decimal point visible. So we should move it this once, and we also do that with the dividend. So 156 divided by 140.04, or that is 1,404 divided by 156. So we know that 156 times 10 is going to give us 1,560. That's very near to 1,404. How about let's multiply 156 times 9, just as a what do you call that? Just as um a trial and error. So 156 times 9. Okay, 156 times 9 is going to give us 9, 45, 54. That's going to give us 13, 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 1 because we have uh, an upshoot here, 14, 0, 4. And voila, that's 1404, 1404, 1404. So therefore, um, 1404 divided by 156 is going to give us 9, and simply 9. So 1404, this will be cancelled out, becomes 0. So our answer is 9. So therefore, the value of x here is equal to 9. So x equals 9. Okay, so we can fill in the value of x here. So that is, we're going to have 5.2 is to, oh, sorry, it's not x now, it's 9, sorry, equals 15.6 is to 27. So that's our proportion for number 7, completed. Okay, so that's it for this video. That's the complete exercises for the determining the value of x in a proportion. Okay, in order for it to be a proportion. Okay, so determining the value of an unknown. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you would like and subscribe. Okay, see ya.